This Business Newsmakers is brought to you by Rondout Savings Bank, banking your way every day.
Hi everyone, welcome. Frank DeRaffele here, and welcome to this week's Business Newsmakers. We're here with David Sobel, who is the president and CEO of the Alzheimer's Association of the Hudson Valley. And David, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Frank. Appreciate you having me here.
Oh, I'm glad to have you. So let's kind of start off with, let's give everybody a little bit of history of you. So you've been at the Alzheimer's Association here in Hudson Valley for a long time. I hear going on just about 5 months now.
That's right.
So tell us a little bit about what did you do before this, and then how did you decide to come to the Alzheimer's Association here?
Well, Frank, I have a history in nonprofit. I've been working in nonprofit my whole career, and I was previously with the Red Cross, the American Red Cross in New York City, doing corporate sponsorship. And now that I'm here in the Hudson Valley working at Alzheimer's Association, I came to the organization because it's a terrific organization, and the mission of eliminating Alzheimer's disease is just incredibly important. With the numbers the way they are right now, 5 million people across the country have Alzheimer's right now, and that in and of itself would be devastating, but those numbers are expected to triple by 2050 as the baby boomers continue to age. And so, we're going to be having close to 16 million people with Alzheimer's disease by 2050. So it's a devastating disease, and I'm proud to be a part of the movement that's trying to get rid of Alzheimer's.
So, the Red Cross, I'm a big believer in the Red Cross. I think they do amazing things. I feel like every time you see the news and there's something going on, they're there in the background getting stuff done. And so obviously that has to be a rewarding organization to work for. Then you're obviously, talking to the Alzheimer's Association about coming over here. And what was it that kind of attracted you, that made you say, like, this is a good move for me and it's something that I think I believe in and I want to do? Why was that for you?
Well, it was a combination of the mission, which is, as I mentioned, is an incredibly important mission. There's such a prevalence of Alzheimer's disease right now in this country, and as I said, it's going to be escalating over the next 20 years or so. And also for me personally, it was a great opportunity for me to have an opportunity to lead an organization like this, and I stepped into a situation where I'm just so incredibly fortunate to be working with 33 amazing staff members at Alzheimer's Association in the Hudson Valley. They do an incredible job on a day-to-day basis. They're out there doing support groups, they are doing music socials, they're doing wellness retreats, they're meeting with people, they're talking to people. We are available to people 24/7. If the middle of the night, if there's an issue, we have an 800 number. It's 1-800-272-3900, and so people can get to us at any time, and that opportunity is there to help people living with Alzheimer's, to help their caregivers, and also to help their family.
So you're talking. I'm part of that sandwich generation, right? We're taking care of our kids, but also our parents are getting older, and obviously more and more getting affected with this. So when does somebody know it's the right time to reach out to your organization? Is it when they think something may be happening, when something's happening to their parents? Or I don't know. When does someone, because I'm sure that's got to be an uncomfortable time of how do I even know? Any idea?
Well, truthfully, any time is the right time. If you feel that there's something going on with a parent, for example, or a spouse, and you feel like something is just not right here. They're acting in a way that they haven't acted before. Then give us a call and we can walk you through it. We do have a program, the 10 signs to look for, 10 symptoms and signs to look for Alzheimer's disease. You have to be careful looking at that because it looks like everything that you've always experienced for your whole life. But there are certain things on there where you really can see, somebody is behaving in a different way. So it's not just, certainly it's a disease where you're focusing on the memory. That's a big part of it. Where people are forgetting, where did I leave my keys, that kind of thing. But it's also about behavior as well. If somebody's behavior changes significantly, that's also kind of a sign that maybe there's something going on there that you should look into. So, but really, any time is a good time to contact us. We're happy to talk to anybody and really lead them through and help them with any potential issues that they're having with a loved one.
That's fantastic to know, because so many people are kind of hesitant along those lines to do that. Yeah. So let me ask a question from a leadership perspective. You walk into this organization, you see where it's at, and you say it's kind of doing well, but so from yourself, do you have kind of a 1, 3, 5-year vision of, I think this is where we need to go with the organization so we can serve people better in the community? Is there that type of is that what you came in for? Tell me where you stand with that.
Absolutely. Well, we belong to the national organization, Alzheimer's Association, and it's a tremendous organization, and we're known on a global scale. We're doing tremendous amounts of research, and we're the leader in caregiving and support and care support. And so we are out there in all of these different ways, and we have plans with our Walk to End Alzheimer's, which is our signature event, where we are raising, right now we raised $77 million nationwide. This year, for the first time ever in the Hudson Valley, we raised over $1 million.
Wow, fantastic.
We're really exciting. We have 5 different walks around the Hudson Valley, and it's a terrific opportunity for people to come out and to support the mission. And we want to get out there and we want to help as many people as we possibly can who are dealing with Alzheimer's.
So on those walks, as the leader of the organization, do you walk them? Do you run them? Like, what exactly do you do here? Come on.
Me personally,
yeah.
I would love to. In all the events that I've ever done, and I used to be in charge of events back in the day. I always want to do them, but I'm responsible for being at the start and the finish line, and I'll be the guy up on the stage welcoming everyone. And we have a very emotional opening ceremony where we invite people up who are affected by Alzheimer's. Either they're living with Alzheimer's, or they have a caregiver. They're a caregiver for someone with Alzheimer's, or they're connected in some way. And so we have these flowers that people will hold up, 4 different colors, and it's a very emotional opening ceremony that people will go through. But I don't get to walk the walk, unfortunately. I kind of have to stay put, and I get to. But it's actually great because I get to meet people. Yeah. It's one of the great parts about my job is to be able to meet people. We have tremendous sponsors of our event. We have tremendous donors who are coming to the event, supporters, people living with Alzheimer's, and so I get to meet all of those people, and I get to hear their stories. I get to hear about what it is that they're going through, and talk to them about how Alzheimer's Association can help them.
So we have people watching today who probably either themselves or have people in their family that either think they have Alzheimer's, are concerned or know they have Alzheimer's, and they need support for themselves or those people. What's the best way for them to contact you and find out more information about the organization?
Well, 2 different ways. One is through our 800 number, 800-272-3900. As I mentioned before, it's 24/7, so you can call at any time for that. You can also go to our website. We have a tremendous amount of information on our website, www.alz.org/Hudson Valley. So it's alz.org/Hudson Valley. And people can get all the information that they need from those 2 places. And then, like I said, we can set up appointments to meet with you. We have care consultations. We have people in our office who are tremendously qualified to help with your situation, with your family situation. We can do group consultations, individual consultations. We can do a lot of different things.
Fantastic. Well, look, first I want to thank you for the work that you're doing there. It means a lot. I want to welcome you to the Hudson Valley and wish you great success over the next few years, because I think, obviously, we know this is something that's a growing, almost an epidemic at this point, and we need to really be addressing this. And I think it's one of those things that's kind of hush-hush. Nobody wants to talk about it. What you guys are doing are amazing there. So thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Frank. I appreciate it. And you mentioned something that's interesting. The stigma of having Alzheimer's disease. It's really something that's gotten much better over the years. And I think the more that we do things like this, where people get to know about what the disease is all about, it's not something that you want to brush under the rug. It's not something to be ashamed of or embarrassed about. It's something that is affecting so many people, millions of people. There are 40,000 people in the Hudson Valley who are living with Alzheimer's right now. 40,000 people, and that doesn't count all of the caregivers and family members. You're talking about over 100,000 people who are affected by it, and it's something that we want to put into the limelight, not kind of put to the side. We want people to know about it and to come out and support and to really get the help that they need from Alzheimer's Association whenever they need it.
Great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Frank. Appreciate it.
Hey everyone, if you need more information, please go to the website that you see on the screen. Help support Alzheimer's either for your own family. If you want to do anything to support them, donate, anything along those lines, be fantastic. This is Frank DeRaffele, and thank you for being at Business Newsmakers this week, and we'll see you next week with another local business.